If you're investing in crypto right now, your only question that you want answered is, when will the bull run be back on? When will we see another explosive bull run? When will this market end? Where is the bottom? Because I'm feeling a lot of pain right now and I just need to know when moon, when bull run. Welcome back, cowboy. My name is Aaron, and in this video we will be borrowing the voices of Kevin O'Leary and David Mercer because they're on the same page of what must happen for the next crypto bull run, and ultimately how you and I can make life-changing money off of crypto. Because if you're like me, our portfolios are wrecked, but you and I know more now. We've learned what to invest in and what not to invest in, and we want to get better acquainted with the sell button to take profits off the table regularly. And if you're like me, you have some small bags and some really great projects that really have the potential to just take off. But when is that? When is that takeoff, and when will that happen? I'd like to let you know on some of my predictions based on some of the most brilliant investors on the planet. These two gentlemen, Kevin O'Leary and David Mercer, are insiders in the financial world of investing. But there is a catch. They don't give timelines. They give checkboxes. They give parameters in which once these are done, then the bull run is back on. And it seems to me that I listed out three different things. The first is that the Federal Reserve U-turns, starts stimulating the economy and starts printing money again. But personally, I don't think this is going to happen anytime soon by listening to Jerome Powell's words.
Reducing inflation is likely to require a sustained period of below-trend growth. A sustained period.
The second is the Bitcoin halving, where we've traditionally seen the price of Bitcoin skyrocket after the Bitcoin halving takes place. But it seems like that won't happen till 2024, somewhere in the area between February and May. The third is what these investors are talking about, and it's regulation. Regulation, or really the lack of regulation, is what's keeping major players with big money out of playing the crypto game. Imagine if you see people playing a game and they want you to play, but they say if you lose all your money and you have to give all your money to them. Additionally, when you play the game, they're telling you that the rules aren't really solidified yet. So as you play the game, they reserve the right to change the rules up anytime they want. Well, you as a potential player are going to see this as a big trap. And because you're smart, you're not a lizard brain, you won't want to play this silly game. You'd be sketched out and skeptical by people who would want to change the rules of the game whenever they see fit so that it's advantageous for them to win and for you to lose. You would be foolish if you'd want to play. And that is what regulation is and what Kevin O'Leary talks about in this next clip.
The reason we're stuck in a very low momentum state in crypto and blockchain right now is the lack of regulation that keeps the institutional investor out of this space. For all the excitement about stable coins and Bitcoin and all the projects and Ethereum on down and Polygon and Miston and everything that's coming, the truth is that none of it is owned by institutions, zero. And so everybody likes to say, yeah, that's not, you know. But sovereign wealth and pension that I service in the indexing business, and there's many people that do what I do, we create indices so that they can invest capital. They are waiting for regulation before they index. And so if all that happened was sovereign wealth funds put 1% to 3% into maybe 6 different projects, it would definitely be some Bitcoin, there'd probably be some Ethereum there, maybe some Polygon, maybe a little Solana, whatever they want to do and what indexers would do for them based on market capitalization, that's $1 trillion worth of demand.
Kevin O'Leary is saying that just with a small percentage of investment from these sovereign wealth funds, that they could launch rocket space crypto up by $1 trillion. That is like over 100% increase of crypto right now. The other thing that he said was interesting is that sovereign wealth funds and big institutions own 0 crypto right now, and that they would move into coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. I'm assuming anything in the top 10. And in this next clip, he talks about what these big money funds are afraid of.
But the real money, the sovereign wealth capital, is never going to move against the SEC. Never going to happen. And the reason that occurs is that if you're a sovereign wealth fund or a country that's oil rich perhaps, you're generating $250 million every 12 hours. The only place on earth you can put that is in the S&P. The only way you can do that is being compliant with the SEC rules. They are never going to make a move against the SEC in any way until these rules have been determined. So we are being kept out of institutional capital, and Bitcoin is not going to trade above $22,000 until we get policy.
They don't want to be destroyed by these regulators, so they need stability. Before they play the game, they need a clear definition of the rules. Maybe there's a different, better example. This is a classic talking phase situation. If you're talking to a girl, but you aren't officially FBO, Facebook official yet, but you guys like each other, but it's not defined. Are you exclusive? Are you dating others? And you don't know, and then you do something that you thought was okay, but it really isn't. And the talking phase is exciting, but frustrating for this very reason. No one has any clarity, no one knows any expectation, and you and I are the dirty, dirty D-Gen girl who likes to just flirt around, no expectations, just want to see what we could get for the thrill of the moment. But the sovereign wealth funds, the institutions, well, they're the conservative girls. They want to know expectations and boundaries and what's okay and what's not okay. And you know what? They're not cowboys. I hope that was a good example. But this next clip is of a fella named David Mercer, and he owns his own crypto exchange. And he talks about how these banks with massive amounts of money are already planning to move out of the talking phase into the officially committed phase of the relationship.
Get ready, everyone. They're readying themselves. They are acting as if there was regulation in terms of the preparation, the connectivity, understanding the product, coming up with the structures. I could name probably 6 of the largest banks in the world. If and when they get the green for go sign, I think they can be active throughout all the markets in crypto within a month. They're readying themselves, but they do need those approvals, be it the CFTC, the SEC, or the Fed. They are going to need the rules of the game to be clarified. They are going to need that regulation determinism. I'm hopeful and I'm expectant that we will get there. But look, we're going to be impatient in crypto land. We're probably going to expect it this year. We're not going to see it this year. I'd like to think there'd be some sign of regulatory determinism in 2023. I think we'll be much, much closer. If I had to bet, then the floodgates to true institutionalization of crypto will be 2024, and the key that opens or unlocks those floodgates will be regulation that is understandable and is built on the key pillars that currently exist within traditional finance.
Now, if he's what is saying is right, banks are getting everything in order now to buy in the near future. He said by 2024, and my question to you is, can you and I think and plan that far ahead? Can you and I prepare for 1.5 years and have diamond hands on great projects until then? Do you and I have the patience to invest for 1.5 years from now? They're saying the answer to the next bull market is regulation, and I just can't wait to see this happen. And if you want to know more about what banks are saying about crypto, namely the CEO and chairman of JP Morgan and Chase, click on the video over there. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe and like and join us in the saloon. That's the Discord channel, and we'll talk to you soon.